Hey everybody, it's And the Red. Let's play a game, shall we? I'm here with Dizzy Heart, specifically Chapter 1. I don't remember anything about the description of this game when I downloaded it, but, yeah, I guess it's going to hop in. Ooh. Mysterious. Oh, that's cool. Long ago, our ancestors hid from the sun within the belly of this mountain. I had in my house, but they left their heritage chiseled into the very walls of Under Great Pekka. Okay. I click. Ooh. In the coming of age ceremony, it's our duty to leave Under Great Pekka and return to, with something never seen before, expanding our knowledge of the outside world. It's like the Corian pilgrimage from Mass Effect. They're like pangolin camels. That's cool. Ooh. The walls tell tales of travelers from long ago who traveled every inch of the world, from mountains of salt to the crimson peaks of the sail in the desert. Right. Beyond that is a land not touched with the sun. Very few Asard have traveled to what has been called the end of the world. As one might assume, because the name "the end of the world," the epithet or title "the end of the world," sounds rather ominous and not likely a place you want to go for your summer vacation. Still, I've always wondered if that really is the end, or just the start of another journey. Ooh, we're getting philosophical here. Like again, or right? Making sure. Matron. Hey, Dozy. Mealtime and all that. Sariva? Ooh, Snow. Hi. Yeah, okay, I'm a bit curious about, yeah, alright. I promise this meal's got a show with you. I promise this meal's got a show with it. You'll get a good warm drink, a lovely view, and the fireworks won't give you nightmares. Yeah, I'll be up in a bit. Leave the fires on for me. Okay, so I'm guessing Sariva. Okay, they won't go outside this side of the rift. Don't you worry. We know how to keep warm. Now, Miss Travel the World, I got a little prep left to finish. But let's see over the time I'm done. I'm stealing that blanket and throwing you out into the snow. I thought the rift was cold enough. If it gets any worse once you get out of the mountains, I might just transmogrify myself into a shambling mountain of blankets and fur. Just a blob of covers. Just feed me. Give me. Supply me with Doritos. Someone throws it next to you. Just reach out. Deposit the old wrappers back out. There are plenty of jokes about the end of creation smothering the fire in your chest. I guess they weren't jokes after all. Sorry, the music is just kind of... Huh. I hope the in-game audio is loud enough. It was hard to get a register on it from the main menu, because it's just kind of quiet in general. So I tried to balance it enough where it sounded like I could at least still hear the music in the main menu, but, you know... I rub my eyes and light one of the lamps hanging above my head. It's a mushroom! My poor little mushroom soft glow is meant to illuminate this wagon. That's cute. Honestly, I never expected these lamps to have a purpose, but I can't see it all without them now. Is there a reason? Like, because I can see fine, so it's not from a POV, unless... so I'm assuming it might be something with you then. Wondering what that is exactly. I tucked the terrarium holding my mushroom beneath some warm blankets and scrounged the pellets until I grasped my notebook. It takes a second to find the blank page as I nick the charcoal for a good drawing edge. Ooh! I scratch out a little image of the mountains from last night and try my best to draw snow. It isn't easy when I only have one color. So is this supposed to be an accurate depiction, or is... Because that's an interesting writing script. It looks like a maze. Would anyone back in Asard notice the sparkles of the snowflakes or be confused with the white-tipped mountains? Or would they assume everything is sand? At the bottom of the page, I had the okay, I guess not. I had the caravan still trundling along to another trading post. I wonder what kind of trading post we'll see. We'll see. Matron promised me a good one this time. Speaking of, after finishing my entry off with a signature of a fire, I stuffed my notebook into my sack and pulled the string tight. The heavy canvas tarpaulin noisily beats against the wagon frame. Despite its weight, the impossible winds outside still have some sway on it. I wrap the woolen leather blankets as tight as I can around my body, rise to my feet, and... it's deathly cold. Oh. Okay then. I clutched them tight and trudged through the thick snow. The chuck wagon shouldn't be too far behind my bed. There's more bustle amongst the traders than there's been in a dozen rests, certainly since we left the Rift, and maybe since before we even entered Alabast. Alabast. Lots of counting stock, counting coin, and brushing hair. Okay, yeah, so it's... I'm just wondering what the deal with the appearance is, because it looks like you can see, you know... Huh. I don't know. I'm assuming it'll be explained at some point. Oh, the princess has joined us. Glad to see you're getting some fresh air up your head. Up your head? Okay. Matron carries a bundle of tubes under her arm as she heads to the fore. I thought you'd be at home with all the mountains around, but you've decided... Enough, please. Just because you're used to the cold and all that, you try spinning your life dead under the sun. I'm only teasing, Sariva. Anyway, there's a meal waiting for you in the chuck wagon. You should hurry and get it before someone else does. You never know what wild animal may scurry in and steal a nice hot meal. Could be raccoons. Big ones. I'll estimate no more than 30 links before we're inside of Loongard. Speaking of, gotta go prepare the fireworks. Have a nice meal, miss. Poor thing, just shivering. I mean, it's, I'm much better in the cold than I'm in the heat, but I mean, it's just kind of the reverse of, yeah, I understand being uncomfortable out of one's element. Although that's weird, because where I live, it's normally hot around here. I still hate it. I'm never used to it. She waves me off with her free arm as she returns to her task. I'm still not quite sure what fireworks are, but Major thinks it's going to be some surprise. Oh. This should be interesting. I wonder what fireworks are. Ah! We're under attack! Dives into the snow. And now I've got frostbite! Anyway, I still had to eat that meal. I squint into the inky firelit distance and try to wade through the snow. The stuff is thicker than the last length. Pretty soon I imagine I'll be left tumbling through it. Get a shovel. Dig your diggy hole. There's so much snow here I can barely tell what's road and what would be a cliff covered in the stuff. And sink. After a few shoe prints and leg-shaped holes in the surface, I give up on walking. Maybe it's just better if I wait for the chuck wagon to come to me. I flop onto the snow and try to pretend it isn't cold. Ooh. I mean, I wondered... Okay. There are those stars again up there in the sky. Yes, stars do tend to be in the sky. Unless you're talking about a specific constellation or something, or... They're still so bizarre and alien to me. Again, is this a new, like a batch of stars you're not used to seeing for it or something, maybe? Or something that can only be seen from this location? Or what? They're still so bizarre and alien to me, as if they just shouldn't work that way. It's almost as if the snowflakes are caught on nothing. My finger pokes at one of them in hopes of freeing them from its strange predicament. But when I pull my hand back, the star remains. Or are you just not used to stars in general? I don't know. It's setting up some mystery, which is neat, you know? It's these little bitty bits and tid things, but bits and tid things. Things and tidbits. Actually, I liked when I had it wrong. But I hope we get some kind of, you know, explanation at some point. I'm curious. I like this, but at some point, you know, the breadcrumbs should lead to bread. Hey, waiting for food? Hurry up, we're passing you by. Just a sec, I'll be right there. I struggle to regain my footing and jump into the wagon. Thanks for the warning. The cook nods and puts a pot of food before an empty stool. I take my seat and stretch out my legs, letting them warm by the oven fire. This all feels so cozy, I like it. With a quick meal of bubbling root stew, long dried breads, and thin strips of salted fish we caught in the rift firmly in my gut, I crunched down in the snow again. Root stew. Huh. At least I've learned how to handle the giant stains of steins. Fuck. How do you actually say that? I've heard that word before, but it's nothing I've ever actually used in like my day to day, or to any. I mean, there's a lot of words I don't use in my day to day. I don't know how to spell or pronounce whatever. But that's one I'm just not altogether super familiar with. This may not even tell me. Stain? Okay, I think it is stain. Okay, stain. I'm sorry, I just... While still wrapped up in the... I've learned how to handle the giant stains of hot coffee while still wrapped up in these blank... What was that? There we go. You called that. Yes, thank you. Fireworks, my dear. Something red catching my eye above. Was that the firework? City! Ooh! Pretty lights. I looked at the black sky. I could just barely catch wisps of smoke streaking like flowers, desperately blooming all at once. Behind that smoke, those stars I first caught sight of have bred themselves from children. Dim lanterns able to shine now that the sun's rays can't reach. I'm liking the writing so far too. The descriptions are nice and like they have character behind them. I don't mind like, okay, flowery language is not a necessity. I myself am not good at it. Just because I don't know, it's like my mind just doesn't work that way. But it's not like super important, you know. Some people put too much like weight on like you have to have really flowery, really pretty descriptions and metaphors and so on, imagery and illusion. Oh, not really illusion. Simile, I guess. Is that whatever? But I mean, it's nice if you can do it right. Other times it can be obnoxious if you overdo it. But you don't need it at all generally, just as long as you're concise and you can give a good a good mental image of what you're trying to explain to the reader. That said, I still like it, and so far I'm reiterating and stumbling and mumbling and all this other bullshit, but my point is, long-winded as it was to get here and rounded about, I do like the how it's written so far. I hurry through the snow towards the front of the caravan around the hill. That's it. What, the city? That's far more than a trading post. It's an entire city stretching out to the sky as if it could be a mountain range itself. Our next stop in this journey, a place called Lungard. Okay, cool. Ooh. Wow, that was captivatingly melancholic and a little bit eerie. But damn, that was cool. I like that. That was nice. Whew. Didn't expect that. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna call the episode here. After that was, I think it's a good place to end it. That's, yeah, okay. I should stress that as with any new visual novel that I'm trying out, this is more of a test to see if I like doing videos on it, and if I don't, I'll just, you know, play it on my off time. But I am at least going to do another video or two just to continue the test and see how it feels. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.